Hey everybody, this video is my attempt at articulating why rent control is such a bad idea and does the exact opposite of what Zohran Mamdani says that it's going to do. The goal and the talking point is to make housing more affordable for everyday New Yorkers, right? Okay, well, let's just kind of break down a basic supply and demand of houses, economic comparison between the number of houses available and the number of renters that are seeking to rent. So let's say in scenario A, we have 100 landlords with empty units ready to rent, and there are 50 tenants that are looking to rent from the landlords. So now the supply is way greater than the demand. So these landlords are all competing for only 50 people. So 50 of them aren't going to rent their apartments. So what do? Because of that competition, they make sure their prices are as low as possible where they could break even. It's better to break even than not to not rent an apartment at all. So they could do it pretty much at cost. That's better off for them than not renting it at all. All right, now let's do scenario B, where there are 100 people seeking to rent an apartment and there are only 50 apartments available to rent. So what happens in that scenario? These 100 people looking to rent an apartment are competing for a small supply. Well, I think that gives all the purchasing and negotiating power to the landlords because they're all guaranteed to rent their apartments. The demand is way higher than the supply, so they can jack up the prices. They can just, charge an outrageous amount and make a lot of profit. Well, so how do you solve the housing problem? You build more houses. That gives the purchasing power back to the people. And that's exact opposite of what rent control does. Rent control makes it disincentivizes developers from building. Why would I build something if I can't have any return on investment? Even if it's just me breaking even and building equity in an apartment, I can't do that when there's rent control because the cost of living and the cost of contractors, repairs, etc. will continue to go up at minimum with inflation at 3% a year. And with rent control capping the rate that you can increase the rent by only 1%, I think it's pretty simple math. Most people understand this. I'm still not sure why socialists can't really figure this out. This is high school economics. Come on, guys.